Ziggity Zig talking his way out of bronze. Game number... Oh, look at that. That's just terrible. Game number 104. Pretty even up there on supply. And this is a game between myself and... I'm totally seriously this happened. That guy, Griff. We had just finished up our master races for the Lime Not Lemon channel, youtube.com/LimeNotLemon, and so we both said, all right, I think I'll ladder, and we were still on Skype, and we both had play apparently at the same time, and there's not many people on during the time we were doing that, so and all of a sudden he says, oh good, I got a game, and I looked up at mine, and mine had just started counting down from 3 as well, and I thought, yeah, oh, that's weird. What are the odds? And then the loading screen came up, and we both just started laughing because we were both figuring out. We said, "Oh, that's actually." So, this is a ladder game, an actual ladder game between that guy Griff and myself. So I decide. I decide that he's normally better than me because we play the occasional 1 versus 1 and he usually beats me. So what I plan to do here is not screw anything up. Now aside from that initial income, which we're both pretty much on par with, except he's now ahead of me for worker supply because I think I forgot to I forgot my second chrono boost, which feels sort of silly. Meanwhile. But we're both pretty much right on for each other there. I get another pylon going. Right at about now. Griff's at 17 of 8. Oh, yep, there goes the pylon. Okay, that's cool. Meanwhile. Oh, and then I'm about to get supply block, but wait for it. There we go. So I got a zealot. With the zealot, that means that I don't have the cyber core ready right on time. Griff's cyber core has already started up. So I finally find his base. And I find what I'm expecting. I find him walling in. I don't check for gas for whatever reason, but here nor there. I believe what I then do is go and try to take the middle. Yeah. So knowing a vague amount, basically I just try to keep at my three gate robo. Now I don't try to do any of my 3-stalker rush nonsense because that hasn't really been working out for me recently, probably because I'm not doing it properly. I should have, because then I could have checked along the walls, and checked along here, because that's what I should have been doing, because that's pretty much where Griff plants all of his pylons. I don't see anything up on the minimap just yet, but once... nope. Because I do eventually notice on the minimap that he does have some proxy pylons on me. There's me trying to get warp gate going. Warp gate is at 40. Oh, look how close that is. That's ridiculous. Oh, Griff's already got his robotics facility coming. I decide to go for more gates. And double gas. Not sure if Griff's got his double gas just yet. Again, I'm trying this from my perspective. So there's my three gates. Oh, chrono, come on, 78. Alright, I'm still a little bit ahead, but again, there's another one. So there's a scouting probe at that point. We're pretty much still talking this entire time because we just happened to be on Skype and we just didn't disconnect, so we're still saying back and forth. So when I notice things, you hear him, well, I was hearing him say, oh, damn it! Okay, so there goes my robo on the 3rd gate. It is when this gateway gains some sight that I start to notice that. And expand. There it is. Alright, so that's what I notice. And I see it up in the minimap, and luckily, blue is pretty easy to see up there. His APM is ridiculously higher than mine. So I decided to take my 2 little dudes, but I bring back my zealots to guard the gate, just in case of any other shenanigans. At this point, I think Griff is yelling out, damn it. Why? Oh, I'm just waiting for that. Now I've got my 3... I think I do. Come on, gate. Let's go gateway. There we go. Well done. So I start to come down the ramp. Cool enough. Finally take out that pylon. He is now pretty well supply blocked, even though he knew that that was going to happen. That's a bit curious. So we're about on par with worker supply. My army supply is starting to outdo him, but he's usually into some silly shenanigans. I don't see anything else here, but sometimes he's got one down here. So I decided to do what I normally do and just have a peek around the outside of the base and oh! Oh, that was really, really lucky timing on my part. And then I go over it again with the observer just for good measure. So we should know I always do straight lines. And he plays this way. In fact, he played our Master Races game that way, where he just knew that I only ever go in straight lines. Is that ready to expand yet? Yep, there's my expansion. Oh, sorry, there's the production value. So I've got an Immortal coming out, another Pylon. I am a little bit ahead at this point, which kind of surprises me. And I find this one as well. And at the same time, I notice a small army going to the center with my little observer. I think they're coming... nope, skirting the edges. Does not go for... Ooh, look at that. I can just count his entire thing. So I decide to move back, get into place, be ready for this. He does come down to take the tower, so I run away, because I figure I'm going to die. Creates a pylon right on the outer edge of that, which seems kind of odd. I am now on 2 bases, yet I am not producing any more units. There we go, there's a couple more. And then we come back to this, mostly because I was worried about this army and I did not know what to expect. There's the split there. So here we go, let's see what happens. Griff pops down 2 Guardian Shields, I slap down a Force Field, and then 31 evens that out. But then I try to warp in a few more, waiting for my second Immortal to finish. I take my scouting probe and I decide just to put a pylon down here to reinforce at the front door, keeping an eye on the front door with my observer. I don't think I build another observer until a few minutes from now, but I decide that this might be enough. So I Guardian Shield first, because I know, because the pylon's there, that's what I aim for. So that's what I aim for with my Guardian Shield. I just try to decide how well that's going to go. And then I try to split that up, throw a little force field here, throw a little force field there. He's still warping in. He's even bringing in now a little bit of additional units. However, this has started really going my way. Not really sure what that was. I think I was trying to prevent the Immortal from running away. At this point, I think Griff's words were, that hasn't gone well. And then I think to myself, aha, alright, here we go. So what I need to do is get a couple more dudes here at the front. I've got another Immortal on the way, and he's going to meet up down here. I grab my observer at the same time. I do not go in and scout, which is probably a bad plan, because I was about to say DTs could be coming out at me, but I have an observer, so what are DTs going to do? And I think I also bring over my probe at the same point. Now, not a lot of production is going on Griff's side of things. I think he's just sort of waiting for things to come up, so I try to focus down this Immortal really fast. I throw down a couple of force fields just to sort of interrupt any retreating or reinforcing going on at the same time. And at that point, Griff just says, GG. Let's have a quick peek and see what he's got back here. Saturate much? That's hella saturated. Oh wait, no, that's his 25 in his main. I was still only at 32. There's his observer, so he is looking at me. The income at the end of the game, I was only slightly ahead, but only because I made a really crappy... Oh my goodness, pylons everywhere, so I guess he just decided to throw some proxy pylons wherever he felt like it. Just another probe possibly going out. Finish off, and my average, 26 APM, his average, 36 APM, which is about on par with our 2 APMs. Now, the thing is, I got 26 points out of this, and I think he lost 10. So a 26-point win, I think that's a team's even. I think. So I think, as far as MMR and rank goes, I think we are evenly matched on the ladder. At least this is what we could find out. If anyone wants to tell me that 26 points is different, you let me know. But this was pretty much it. We threw it all at this. We didn't know what else we had. So there it was. Well, yeah, you'll definitely need to take a look at this. Maybe we'll do a dual cast on this over on over on Lime Not Lemon. We'll see. We're trying to think of some ideas first for what we can do over on Lime Not Lemon as a joint project. So if you have any suggestions, you can send them to us. You can leave a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggyzig@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter @ZiggyStarCraft. Stay tuned.